What is up, ladies and gentlemen of the internet? Jade Farrar coming at you once again through the power of YouTube. I'm joined today by my good friend and lovely assistant Hannah. We just had the most intense time filming the last video, which was the Culture Fly Loot Crate unboxing.
Yeah.
All in all, I think I would have kept about 5 minutes of footage, and it took us almost 3 hours to set up for that shoot.
Yes.
And all in all, the shoot only took about 20 minutes, so we thought that we would take the opportunity to do a bit of a vlog today. This what we're calling this is What Does Hannah Actually Do Revisited.
Oh, okay.
So
That surprised me. Okay, cool.
So previously, if you go, I'll leave a link in the description card somewhere. I believe it's the side. If not, if the camera's totally flipped, then I've just made a fool of myself. But up in the right hand corner of this video, I'll leave a link. What does Hannah actually do? Do you remember that video?
Yeah.
So, what does Hannah actually do revisited? You know, I was actually teasing you. I remember that day. I was just having you on. I was like, what do you actually do? Like,
Yeah.
your life just seems so easy, and you're always buzzing around me and not leaving me alone. And we were just, I was just egging you on really that day. But more and more people have been asking, what do you actually do? Particularly on Twitch.
Really? Okay.
Particularly on Twitch, people are like, oh nah, you guys are just going out trying to like frame things in a certain kind of way for people.
Yeah.
But yeah, so why don't you start from the very beginning in terms of how you met me in the first place?
Yeah, so this is going to be a bit of flipping the story the opposite way. How about we do that, guys? No, what actually happened is I was attending a leadership program, and that leadership program were for people with disabilities, and I was finally getting a chance to experience my disability for the first time, really. So that was exciting. And
What does that mean though for people at home?
For those who don't know,
To experience my disability for the first time, what I'm saying is that's quite a weird phrase.
For those who don't know, I have an invisible disability, and that phrase, what that means is having an invisible disability, you often aren't recognised for your disability. You aren't recognised that you're blind, and it's not recognised. Your friends just kind of ignore it, or they don't really include you in that frame of what actually works for me, and consider me and my needs because I can't see.
Okay.
Because it's not obvious. So I didn't make a big thing of it, and I didn't actually live my truth, really, you could say, of embracing and taking the passion of me as an individual. So that was cool, and I was kind of in between what I was doing. Just finished study and did a year study, and I decided, right, I need to move out of where I was living, and I need to actually move to a bigger city, a bigger place which had opportunities. And I just so happened, I don't even know how it came about. I was suddenly told, hey, there's this opportunity to do a leadership course. It's only so many days a month.
Voyager Leadership, eh?
Voyager Leadership.
Because I was part of the original group that did that leadership program.
Yeah.
really great leadership program. Unfortunately, not in existence anymore.
No, it's really disappointing.
Yeah, really serious.
So it's really cool. And it was like only part-time, like it was only a few days a year. And that was cool. And so Voyager leadership, learnt lots, got to embrace it. And at that stage, I was kind of twiddling my thumbs thinking, where is it that I actually want to move to? I want opportunity, but where is it that I want to go? Now, Voyager leadership was based up in Auckland. Jade was working for Fab, where it was actually run out of.
I was consulting at that point.
You were consulting at that point, yeah.
I was starting to phase away from Fab. You know, I was engaging in lots of different opportunities. I was part of Farrar at that point. Farrar Pacific Leadership.
Yeah.
Great opportunity that was really, really important stepping stone in terms of getting to know policy. But continue. This is your vlog.
So what was really cool was that I had finally embraced the fact that I was liking Fab and liking actually that it could be a platform. Fab is for disabled people and non-disabled to interact with each other. So, you know, there'd be a position for youth work available for me that I looked at. And I was asked by the manager just to come along and see what they do. And it just so happened I met Jade.
Just briefly though, honestly, because I came because they were doing like a video shoot.
Yeah.
A bit of a accountability report for a project they were involved in.
Yeah.
So I literally came for like expecting that I would be there for half an hour, and then Kerry, who was my manager at the time, was all like, "Oh, just hang around, vibe with everyone. We're putting on lunch." That's what I remember anyway.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was like, "Yeah, fine, I'll stay for lunch." And then Hannah was there, but we didn't really engage on that first day.
No, I remember the one thing that Jade said to me. Oh, so you're the new employee? Like, I'm seeing you all over Facebook. And at that stage, I didn't have a job there.
Oh, that's right, because you were like messaging everyone. You were on everybody's Facebook pages.
Yeah, because, a lot of people that you're friends with were on the Voyager leadership program with me.
Oh, yeah.
And they were sharing some of my stuff or whatnot, and so that was cool. And yeah, that I said no, I'm not. And then I kind of got the question, so what are you doing here then? I was like, oh, okay, man, who's this guy asking me this?
Yeah,
and I kind of said,
what?
Who's this guy? Like, actually, what do you do? And it wasn't just one conversation that it took for you to explain that to me, was it?
So we started messaging back and forth on Facebook, and it was very clear that Hannah was looking for, mentoring opportunities, and like she was loving Voyager, but also wanting to extend what she did. And I don't know, you started hearing about me here and there, I suppose, is what you were saying on Facebook.
Yeah, no, people started talking about you, like, oh, we saw you were talking to Jade the other day. Like, I was like, so Jade's obviously big stuff then. A big deal then.
I can't believe that anybody actually said that though. Because at that point I was like between jobs and things were great.
Yeah.
I was going through baby mama drama, so I can't actually believe that people were saying that.
They're like, he didn't actually say it was a big deal, but they actually just said, oh, we saw you talking to Jade. Oh, okay, cool. Like, either like you're a reclusive person, or
I don't really talk to people.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
So it's like, how did you get to be talking to people? So that was cool. And from there, I actually got to learn a bit about Jade, and you're a real colourful person, aren't you?
Well, yeah, I am brown. But, no, it's so weird because people see me do content, they see me do videos like this, and they think, how could you possibly be like antisocial and reclusive and be as open and as giving as you are in these videos? But I guess you know, with making these videos, I'm in my own place, or we're on locations where I'm deciding where I'm going to be, and these are very controlled environments. I control everything that goes on with these videos, apart from this vlog, because this is your story. So.
This was totally just put on me too, guys. Just to let you know.
I did say it'd be a good time to shoot it. And
you said we'd do a vlog, so that was cool.
Yeah.
So that was cool. I'm glad.
And we are going to be streaming later on. Link to the Twitch is in the description. By the time you see this video though, we would have already streamed. But if you're interested in checking it out, please do check it out.
We do stream regularly, and we always want more people so we can stream more often.
So how about we speed it up? So
what actually
one
happened,
thing led to another.
What actually happened is I then said, hey, I like what you do. I want to do what you do. Now, the thing is, it is a journey, and Jade took a long time to get there. You know, you've been working since you were
19.
In
policy.
And I was just wanting to do what he was doing. Now that's not possible, okay? So, what did I say? So you're wanting to go to that conference. Oh, but I want to go to that conference. Okay, cool. But I don't have tickets.
Nah, hold on. We'll go back a bit, because you did say, you know, I just want your life. And, you know, for me, that was really off-putting at first, because I was actually having quite a bit of bad stuff going down at that point in time, so. But it was interesting, you know, you never reflect on what other people see of you. And you were obviously seeing, like, good stuff and reflecting that you wanted what I had.
Definitely wanted what you had, and I didn't know, you know, your full personal story. I didn't know your personal story because, of course, we hadn't talked about that. And it was cool that you just were an amazing person, but the truth was that you had so much going on personally and so much out of your control, and that frustrates me so much.
So initially that was really off-putting, and I kind of pulled back a bit after that. Like I tried to like put a pause on the phone calls and all that, because I don't know, like I don't want to give you the wrong impression about who I was or whatever, so I started to pull back a bit.
Yeah, no, that was cool, and I kind of understood, you know, I didn't understand, but I understood, like, okay, I'm not trying to see about anything, but I don't want to give him the wrong idea. I want to have a good friendship, and I don't want to have that awkwardness. So I wanted to talk about it, but
so long story short,
I moved to Auckland, and I was like, oh, okay, so just chatting away. I'd started working as a youth worker, and Jade was still consulting for the organisation, and we're just, you know, chatting back and forward, and, you know, I caught up with Jade because I just wanted to see how he's doing and what was going on, and I said, oh, so, you know, we're talking, and, you know, I was wanting to know more about this organisation for the conference that I wanted to go to. And I said, oh, but I haven't got tickets to it.
You actually put your name down though.
I did put my name down. I kind of said, like, what's the deal? Because I thought Jade would know what it is. I said, it looks good, put my name down, and then I just didn't have the funds or means to actually get there to actually attend. And next time I spoke to Jade, I actually, he said, so, you know that conference you wanted to go to? You know, I just suddenly got a call up. Suddenly got told that I'm going.
You miss out. You miss out huge chunks of the story. I wasn't even going. I wasn't even trying to go. I wasn't even ready to go.
Yeah.
Like, if you look back on the photos to do with the conference, I really wasn't dressed appropriately.
Yeah. No, it wasn't. It was literally like, I had
8 hours notice.
I'd caught up with Jade that night, and we're gonna catch up for dinner. Like, so where I was working was over in the shore, and I had to get 2 buses to where I was living. So, stopped in the middle, had dinner with Jade, was talking about this conference. You know, I'd put my name down. Jade wasn't even trying to go to it, and he got a phone call. And I was like, how rude, you know, excuse me, you're having dinner with a friend and you're not...
You're so weird about that. We have to talk about that later. But you are...
I'm being over dramatic, okay? Can you cut this out?
You are so weird about that.
This out?
No, we're going to talk about that in a minute.
Yes, but can you cut this out? I'm being over dramatic for a reason, okay? And really, I didn't care at all. The thing was, I noticed like a change in Jade's voice when he was on the phone. And I was like, I suddenly turned around and looked back at him and I was like, what's going on? And he got off the phone and, you know, we're in the middle of dinner and he kind of paused for a second. He said, kind of know that conference that you put your name down for and you were asking me about a couple of weeks ago. Yeah, I've just been invited to, it's tomorrow, right? And is that right? And he asked me that. I'm like, what? And then I'm like, I'm not going. Then he's like, yeah, but I am. I have to be there in 8 hours. And I was just like, whoa. And I'm like, wow, really? Are you really going to do that? And he's like...
I've done it before.
And he's like, I've just been asked to speak. I was like, wow, okay, amazing. That's so cool. And he's like, so the thing is, though, I can't go unless I have support. So did you want to go? And... I was like, yes, but, you know, I need to go home, get clothes. I need to make sure that I could actually do it and make sure that, you know, I didn't have work the next day for some reason. But, yeah, it was cool. It was really cool, wasn't it? I was so glad, and that was my first experience of actually supporting you with your work and just being there for you. So what is it that I do for you, Jade, in those situations?
Yeah, so like it's really simple. So Hannah, obviously there is an aspect of personal support where she helps me to get ready, and she actually helps me to get ready every day for everything. And you know, it took a long time. What I would say is it took a long time to build that trust and get to a place around that. Hannah's so in tune with it now that I can pretty much grunt or just look in a certain direction, and she knows what I need.
Yeah.
You know, we've spent the last 5 years, so spinning it right up, we've spent the last 5 years working together. We live together as well. We've never hidden that fact. It's all above board. We're flatmates. And, you know, she's fully in tune with what I need, and I don't really need to talk. And I've gotten a really bad habit of preferring not to talk about what I want when, Hannah was like, can you just, say something? This is kind of weird.
Yeah.
So,
I just want to hear some words in my house,
So, Hannah's really in tune. She helps me personally. She helps me with logistics in terms of our travel and our planes. She helps me with administration and booking of my meetings. She helps me in terms of Epic Studios, managing appointments, and also invoices going back and forth.
Yeah.
Would you say those are the big items?
The accounting, doing the accounting, not just the invoices. It's kind of like all aspects of the invoices, which is cool. So I'd never done it since high school. Never done that, and that was just a major learning for me, and I love that. I just said to Jade one day, I noticed, I was doing admin in the business, and I said, hey, you're working really hard. How about I do more of that? And it initially started that, I didn't have admin rights. And, I was just learning things, and, Jade was able to give me a little bit of advice. I took over doing more, and now I'm just kind of doing most of it, which is cool.
The bit about it is people are very used to seeing us together now, so whenever anybody talks about me, they talk about Jade and Hannah,
How do you feel about that, though?
I don't like that.
Yeah.
For me, that's got really weird.
Yeah.
But it's part of the fact, getting down to the nitty gritty, if people want to book me, they have to go to you.
Yeah.
And if they want me to travel anywhere, they have to go to you.
Yeah. So the fact is, really, I feel that too. They should actually be saying, Epic Studios almost, and maybe they're not.
Jade and Hannah, it just sounds, yeah.
Not seeing Jade as actually a company and as having a company, and so they're seeing it as Jade and Hannah. Well, yeah, we're booking Jade, but Hannah's the one we talk to, so, and yeah, Hannah will be the one by his side. So it's like, the great thing also with working with Jade, he actually understands that I fatigue,
Not always.
I know he gets frustrated with it.
Not always.
Not always. And he's really pushed me, which is cool. And
you don't have to say all nice things either, just because we're on a vlog. You can tell the truth. Honestly, you can. What are some of the worst parts about being in my bubble? Just go, tell the truth. People are gonna want to see truth, otherwise they're gonna think this whole vlog was a setup.
Yeah, no, I'm seriously just pausing because I'm like, what is the bad things, Seriously, because we live together,
That is a part of it.
If that could be a bad thing, that is the most amazing thing because it's so easy. I don't need to go anywhere for work. There's so many positives. It's like me having my own company, and that would be a negative for Jade because it's his company. But it is amazing in that sense. But then it is a negative in another sense because our personal lives, don't have much personal life outside of each other. Not that Jade has personal life outside of me either.
I definitely no.
He is my best friend, and I'm just happy doing me and doing work and working hard. So that's cool. So some people could say that's a negative.
So many people have said to me, surely she doesn't like doing that. Surely she's trapped. That's so unusual to be across one person's life so deeply. Surely she doesn't want to do that. And it's been weird for me because like wow, really? you know. It's almost as if I've got you chained to the apartment or something.
No. You definitely don't have me chained to the apartment. You've asked me several times, you know, are you sure you don't want to do something else? You go do something else, okay? You go do something else and I'll pay for it, okay? I'll help you get there. You know, you've been really supportive and really just said, hey, what do you need?
I've definitely got the girl set points.
And, you know, yeah, I know that it's not a negative of you, it's a negative of me that I see that I'm a bit of a workaholic and I see that I haven't made any time for my family that are getting older. And it's not that I'm saying that I want to go every weekend to see them, but it's like, I think that's one thing you don't quite understand, because yes, your family lives here in Auckland, and yes, you may only see them for 5 minutes when your mum comes in, but you're still seeing her. I think you might get it with your other side of your family, but yeah, I'm talking about my grandparents. I think that's one negative of that's for me. I put down, but that's not about Jade. It's about living in Auckland, and that's my choice.
What, you think you're too busy, or? Because you said I don't understand. I completely understand. So do you feel a tension with your? What is it?
I feel that I just need to work, need to do, and it's, you know, I've said, you know, is it Jade that understands, but really is it actually me that just needs to say to you, hey, I'm off this weekend, you have a lovely weekend. And
it's my birthday coming up. You know, I was gonna give you that weekend off, kind of thing. Yeah.
No.
May as well.
No.
Why? May as well.
Because the truth is that my birthday isn't too far after. I actually think you're a pretty cool person.
Well, that's what
I want to spend time with you on your birthday. And if I'm going to celebrate, think about how I enjoy what I'd like to do for my birthday. It's during the week, so I'll be working. But if I think what I actually want to do when I can have some time off, I'd like to spend it with you.
Okay, so what are your plans? What are your plans for the future? What do you want? I ask this of everybody. Everybody gets weird.
Yeah.
Everybody I ask this question, they always get weird. They're like, wow, Jade's so blunt. He's so blunt. He's just like, what do you want? Well, what do you want?
So one thing Jade left out. I've started up a new division this year. It's still in prototype, still trying to figure it out, and I'm loving it.
Talent Team, the new division of Epic Studios.
Yes.
A little bit about it. It's about incubating diverse talent.
Yes.
That's the punchline. Incubating diverse talent. Supporting people with unique skills, talents, and backgrounds to get to the next level, whatever that means for them. We're not a Hollywood talent agency. We're not a modeling agency. We're not a sports agency necessarily. We're trying to be in between all of those things, I think.
So I think someone's described me as, so the role you do, you're like a life coach. You're like a mentor. You're like an inspirational individual. You're like a contract manager. That was the word that I was talking about. A contract manager And also, as well as being a contract manager and an agent, you don't try and just do that, expect to keep them on your books, as say. You're actually trying to build them and their capacity to be able to have their individual talents to be able to run that on their own with their own growth. Yeah, so it's cool.
So that's what you're doing. You're running talent team. You're still taking care of me. That's probably pulling back more and more. I do like that. I do like that Hannah has her own thing. We're talking about bringing another assistant into the business. That'll be interesting. They won't have so much to do with me, but more on the admin side.
Doing some of the admin side so not the personal side, the admin side of actually what I know that I'm not good at or what I don't so much enjoy, and I can actually put my time into what I enjoy. Supporting Jade, talent team, and other interests. Looking further for Epic Studios, which is cool.
Yeah, I was going to say, because where I want to put you in the future is account management for us and, securing new clients.
Yeah.
Over time, that's what we want to do, because...
That's what I really want to have the growth. I really see if I'm able to get talent team up and running, I could easily have someone support me to run that, and I basically be the face of that and just have people support me to do it, and then I can make sure that we are able to grow Epic Studios, have more people in the business, bring in contracts, and have individuals in the company who can actually fulfill those contracts.
In the innovation part of the business, we can't talk about it too much because we're still forming the concept on paper, but we've got a project called Project Moses, and I'm hoping that once Hannah is freed up, she'll be able to sort of not lead Project Moses because it will be IT based.
Yeah.
But she'll be able to be like a project manager for that.
Yeah.
So she can stay across the detail, and exciting plans with Project Moses that we've got off the back of a failed investment in a startup company.
Yeah, that's really interesting.
That I tried to make. I was all set up to be investing in this new business in Brisbane. For whatever reason, it was so weird that the deal fell through. And I was sitting around looking at all this cash on my floor, and I was thinking, what should we do? And I came up with a app, a database centered solution that can hopefully support people into the future.
Great, yeah.
Was there anything else you wanted to say, Hannah? Do you think you've covered your scope? I'm sure there's going to be plenty of questions in the comment section down below. Actually, there has been one question that keeps coming up on Twitch. When are you going to do your own live streams? And I'm scared about this idea, because once you start doing your own live streams, you have like 1,000 followers within like 3 days.
So that's one other thing that I get to do with Jade, and that's not because of work, that's because I think he's a great guy and we can just have a great friendship, we bounce off each other and it's cool. I love live streaming with Jade, it's so much fun, and
the paraphernalia is going really strong. Really
well, and just always on the up, which is cool. Always looking for more, and we took a bit of time off because surgeries, the rig was out of the shop, and but we're always trying to do more, which is cool. And always trying to figure out when's the sweet spot for us to stream.
So what about the question though? When are you going to do your own ones?
I just love streaming with Jade.
So the answer is no?
No, so the thing is, when am I going to stream? I actually love being able to bounce off Jade. The great thing is, actually, being visually impaired, I need my computer to read. It reads everything for me, what's on screen and whatnot. So I wouldn't be able to keep up with the chat. So what is great, and some people have actually said to Jade, are you dumb? Is that why you're repeating what the chat says? And that has really offended me. And we've now got...
Yeah, that is a bit weird.
Got a...
that they would say that, but...
Got a function to actually say...
we've got mods.
We've got mods, and we've got... The function is... Hannah is blind, but she's more...
The function is... exclamation mark blind.
Exclamation mark blind, but it says Hannah is blind, but she can see much more than most people.
Doing their entire lives. And these guys are all about positivity. So, Jade has his challenges, I have my challenges, but it means that, I'm able to stream. I'm able to be on camera. I'm able to actually interact with some great people, with people from, people that popped up on the stream. Asia,
we haven't met them personally.
Europe.
All these people.
Everywhere.
All
Australia.
all over the world.
Yeah.
Which is cool. And
New Zealand.
New Zealand, yeah. We've actually talked about a really wide range of topics, which has been really cool, and we've educated them about disability. They've taught us about their country, and I love that. And I just wouldn't feel comfortable streaming on my own because I wouldn't be able to read the chat, and that's what I love, is actually bouncing off the chat, being able to bounce off Jade. So Jade's my biggest support, and in that sense, he makes it possible for me to stream. So I don't see there any purpose or point why should I stream. I really enjoy it.
Well, that probably brings us to a good point to end the vlog. I want to thank Hannah for giving of her time and backtracking on some of that stuff, because we do get a lot of questions. It is sort of interesting that people think that we're romantically involved. We have vibes, of course we do.
Yeah.
And it's natural to have sort of a flow going when you work so close together. I really appreciate every single thing that you do. We both have our grumpy days.
Yeah.
That's for
Thank
sure.
you.
And we definitely have our moments with each other.
Yes.
That's telling the truth. But thank you for helping me make this blog and giving of another aspect of my reality, which is to have you in it.
Thank you. I really appreciate that, and I know that I failed at times. Is he actually appreciative of me? But it's really good to know that you are, because I think the reason why I say that is because what we do
So fast.
is so fast, but we've been working together now for 5 years, just over 5 years, and it's just so natural now. So that's why it's a bit like, is he actually appreciative of it? But I know you are, and thank you. Thank you for saying that. It means a lot.
And if you guys have any questions further to this ginormous vlog that I don't know how I'm going to cut it, if you have any questions around this vlog and you would like to ask them to Hannah, please leave a comment down below, down on YouTube. You can also help us by hitting that subscribe button and the notification bell.
Yes,
Because apparently, if you don't do that, YouTube won't show you anyway, which I think is annoying. But anyway guys, that was Hannah for today. Thank you for being a part of the channel. Thank you for being a part of the journey. Please stay awesome.
See you guys on the next one. Look forward to it.